Yo everyone, Wagwan, Sanjay Che here. So welcome back to the channel, and of course today we'll be reacting to Tower of God episode 7 and reviewing it. Of course, the last time we left off a very interesting place. A lot of my predictions regarding certain things were kind of coming into, or settling into place essentially. Bam kind of finally wants to push himself and become stronger, if even only to like convince Raquel. And of course we did get some more in terms of like the lore and the story and how teams will be operating going into the future, as well as some more developments where Anaak and some of the side characters are concerned. So this episode should be interesting. I'm hoping it would be nice to get some more action, but hey, let's see how it goes. But anyway, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers, hopefully before the end of 2020. So it is what it is, but let's get right into it. Oh wow. Seriously? No sex, no children. Of course, if you're new here, you know the usual, well, you wouldn't know, but we have the channel banner to prevent copyright. So yes, I see why Anaak's mom got killed. It's kind of like a strange cut there in terms of the transition, especially since episode just started. But alright. Ooh. Nah, this is ridiculous. Ow. This good costumes that throw me off. Alright, pro tag time to show off. Seriously, babe. This one problem, man. Jeez.
昨日授業中にやり合って大怪我したらしい。やり合うってザハードの姫同士なのに。姫同士だから争うんだろう。権力や支配者からの恩恵にまみれて。はい。でもせっかくできた友達がいなくなっちゃうのはやっぱり嫌です。それに困ってる時に飛んできてくれるのが友達なんでしょ。
Why it's all enough people got it then later on.
はい。行くぞ。ね、ハッツさん。麗しの姫君と食事を囲めるなんて。
That is so difficult for Hats.
何それ？言っとくけど私スペシャルランチしか食べないから。貴様らから情けなど受けない。
じゃあオンに切る。聞こえない。ありがとうございました。 さんまさか初
じゃなかった。ミシェル・ライトさん。
Michelle Light.
二人の時はラヘルで大丈夫です。
あ、そう？
他の方々と仲が良さそうですね。
ここ何日かご飯をおごってもらってるだけ。女の特権よ。
私のこと話してないですよね。
もちろん。
よかった。
彼、いい男じゃない？
え？
可愛い顔してるし。なんで正体隠してまで突き放すのか不思議。
Yeah, me either.
命がけで自分を追いかけてくる男なんてロマンチック。
失礼します。
塔の頂上であなたが手に入れたいものが彼より価値あるものだと祈ってるわ。
偉そうに。
That right, that's the show off, brother.
同じく。
テストは AB チームに分かれて行います。活躍状況によって個人別に採点を行い、ポイントに反映させていただきます。
夜はで。
Of course.
それが創作者の仕事だろ。
ほんとそんなポジションだぜ。頼むぞ。理論3。
おとりをまいたのは俺を捕まえるためか。そんな俺がちょろく見えたか。
That man such a brother man is a ranker.
だからあいつはダメなんです。切れて見境がなくなる。
マジで気分悪いわ。
Alright, another chill episode of Tower of God for the most part. I can already see some persons probably saying that it's moving at a pretty slow pace, but based on how much material there is for the webtoon or the webcomic, then I think it's alright. It would be similar to like a One Piece where it feels like a lot of the progression is really spread out throughout the series, so I don't have much of a problem. One of the big things coming into series like these that probably or even definitely have like a lengthy amount of source material that you kind of have to establish like a middle ground, or you have to be reasonable like between what you want and what, you know, what to really expect. So in terms of the episode pacing, I thought it was still decent. Of course, at the beginning there we learned some interesting tidbits about Jahad in terms that they can't actually have sex, or even they can't, like, you know, have an offspring. As the episode put it, they're basically products or shoes in the display of Jahad. But what's also interesting, we learned this episode that Jahad, he was the first person to actually, you know, climb the tower and establish the whole structure, in terms of the whole governing structure at least. So it kind of makes me wonder that it goes back to my first impression video or review in terms of episodes 1 and 2. Is there something to this tower? Is there something beyond the tower, outside of it? And of course it does seem like that will be tied back to Bam and his true origins as we go further along into the series. So that was pretty good. What I definitely liked about this series as well is the setup. And I know it didn't really seem, if you watch episode, it didn't really seem like there was a lot of setup, but similar to how it's predictable in a good way that Bam's character will transition from one that's really dependent on Raquel to one that's going to be changing drastically, and it's going to be very satisfying, I can imagine. I like how they set up his kindness and his interaction and dynamics with everybody else in the cast so far, because I think that's going to be part of the U-turn essentially when his character does change. Of course, this is only speculation, or, you know, kind of trying to predict it, and I think it still works out in a good way. As I said, it's going to be very satisfying when the time comes. Definitely the first parts with Anaak and shit, I forgot the name of, and Dorsey, yeah, those parts were funny. Like the small art style changes here in those scenes, the last part when they were falling off the the platform, definitely helped to sell the comedic effect of that part of the episode. What else can I really say about this? definitely the whole Mr. Beyond in terms of who Bam is kind of touched upon. Well, in terms of building the mystery behind it and the suspense behind it, as the other characters are now questioning, how is Bam this good in terms of manipulating Shinsu, considering he couldn't really manipulate it before. So that's building suspense and mystery there. Also, the princesses of Jahad are specifically, or you put that aside, Raquel in this episode, like, it's interesting to see. I'm really trying to piece together why she doesn't want to let Bam know, or why she's keeping her distance from Bam. So that's the thing I'm still trying to piece together. There's not enough information at this point, so what can I do? It's hard to even speculate at this point. But I like how Endorsi puts it that, yo, whatever's at the top of the tower then must be more important than Bam, or at least it should be. So I think that is a good way for them to actually, like, because I'm sure a lot of us as the audience are wondering that too. So it kind of feels like we are building out like a degree of relatability from Endorsi's perspective in terms of just wondering about Raquel's character and her true objective at the end of the day, or if there's more to it. So yeah, but all in all, pretty decent episode. There's not much more I can say about it. Let me know what you thought about it if you've watched it up to this point, and of course be sure to rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought about my thoughts. And I'll see you in the next one. Of course, if you haven't checked out my video on Monday in terms of why the Boruto series is in such a critical position, I definitely recommend that. I'll have it linked here at the end screen, so definitely check that out. But anyway, Sanji Uchiha, hope you guys are staying safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.